Hello there, Pisces. How's it going? It's time for your reading. And as you see, we have already pulled Tiwaz out. I pulled Tiwaz out earlier because I want to kind of get a little bit of an idea. And this is in our short. The meaning of Tiwaz is victory and success. Victory over a long battle. Yeah, and it's also male energy. It could mean moving forward, or away from some sort of a difficult situation. So let's get right into it, you guys, and see what else. All right, so what's going on with Pisces? Hope you guys are enjoying your day. Hope you guys are getting plenty of sleep. Oh, Hagiles. Something shocking, huh? This is something out of your control, Pisces. When Hagiles comes up, it's kind of like the Tower card. I mean, it's similar. The Tower shows a tower crashing down. And Hagiles is, it means hail. And so, you know, hail pounds things down, particularly crops. And if those crops are going to feed you for, you know, a long time, you definitely don't want that. So this is kind of like shocking. But, you know, Pisces, when these runes kind of touch each other, it's a good shocking. This is a positive shocking. So see, Hagiles isn't always bad, and neither is the Tower. This is definitely a good Hagiles, a good shocking, something out of your control though. Okay, something you might not even see. What else? And Gable, wow. So Gable can be talking about, it can be talking about blessings. Some sort of blessing, something shocking about a blessing. Othala. Okay, so Othala is talking about the family, Pisces, and this is generally somebody else's energy that's in yours. It could be a family member, but whatever it. By the way, Pisces, Othala is also Pisces energy too. So, from what I can see here is that there could be some sort of a family member in your. You see, this is the fourth rune right here, right? So the fourth rune talks about a couple of things: the heart of the matter, or advice. So if there's a family member that you're worried about or anything, Pisces, you know, the advice of that is to give them a call and make sure that they're doing okay. All right. Now, if this is another situation, then it just simply means that somebody in your family isn't happy. Okay, that's, you know. So it could be either one of those things. It could be you worried about a family member. And if that's the case, give them a call. And if you're not worried about a family member, you know, and just know this, that there is a family member that is unhappy. What else is going on with Pisces? Ew, that's icky. I don't like that. Okay, so this is Fehu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so Fehu in reverse is talking about ill health, or a lack of money. You know, and some of you could be lacking money, and some of you could be ill as well. Somebody could be ill, but this is touching Tiwaz right here. Okay. So, you know, what I'm thinking here is this is something, if it's anything financial, whatever this financial dilemma is, this is kind of like somebody that is really broke, you know? It seems to me like things are moving forward, okay? In other words, I feel that this Fehu in reverse is going to change. You're going to have victory over your finances at some point. It's going to be a shocking victory, too. It's a good victory. It's a blessing. Yeah. And like I said, there could be a family member that's unhappy. And if you're worried about a family member, then give them a call. Yeah. That looks really good, actually, so far. Let's see what else. And then we have Awaz. Awaz is the death rune, Pisces. Yeah, this is the death rune. So something has ended for sure, and something new is beginning. Something for sure has ended, and something new is beginning. The death rune is usually a very, very positive rune, and it's kind of like in between your energy and somebody else's energy. So I feel that something has ended for another person as well. Okay, it could very well be this family member. What else is going on with Pisces? Gable, wow. Gable. Gable is, again, some sort of a gift or a blessing, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is Cancer energy as well. Could be dealing with somebody with Cancer in their chart. Doesn't have to be. It can be any sign, Pisces. But you know, I definitely see a major blessing coming to you, Pisces. I see Gable in here twice. And this could even also involve love. I see maybe possible new love as well. For some of you. What else? Canaz. Ooh, it's in reverse. Yeah, whoever this person is that you're dealing with, most likely it could be this family member. Doesn't have to be, but it could be. They feel left out. They're feeling left in the dark, and they're feeling left out. But then again, at the same time, this is somebody else's energy, but at the same time, it's our energy as well. And maybe in the past, we had felt like we had been left out. So it's kind of like one of those things about, what comes around goes around type of thing. What's going on with Pisces? Okay, so you got Iwaz in reverse. Yeah, this whatever this is, you didn't trust something. You didn't trust something. I'm going to have to pull more cards out, but this is also talking about trusting yourself. This is talking about trusting yourself. You know, maybe there was something that you didn't trust about yourself, but whatever it is, whatever it was, or whatever it is that you don't trust, it's leading to your victory. It's led to your victory. It's led to your victory. Maybe you had to walk away from something. Maybe you had to walk away from something, Pisces. That's what I'm kind of feeling. And, you know, once you walked away, you know, things started getting much better. Let's get some cards out and see what else. What's going on with Pisces? And you got the Page of Wands. That's a really good card, by the way. That's kind of like exciting new energy, you know. Yeah. And I see Wang Yuan there. See Wang Yuan there? And I also see a partial Elhaz, which means that, you know, just you're protected, Pisces, but don't do anything sudden. All right? Don't do anything sudden. I don't think you will. Yeah. But that's kind of like what I'm getting off of that. Let's get another card here. The Chariot. The Chariot. Wow. See, now the Chariot can talk about, you know, forward movement or travel. And it's got a victory. You got victory right here on the shield, as you can see. So this is our victory. This is our victory, Pisces. There's a Chariot. And as you can see, you know, some chariots, the driver seems distracted. He's looking away. In this particular card, you can see that, you know, she's looking straight ahead. And both of those cats that are pulling her are looking straight ahead. You are moving forward right there. Yeah. You're moving forward because of something that, you know, there was something here that you didn't trust. I just feel that. What else is going on with Pisces? You got the Magician. Well, now the Magician is an awesome card, Pisces. This is like your ability to manifest. And manifest the things that you want to do. And you could be doing something that helps people. Yeah, whatever it is that you're doing, you could be doing something that helps people. And the reason I say that is you see him pointing up there to Menez. You might not be able to see it, but he's pointing to a rune right there, and it's Menez. Menez is the meaning of Menez is mankind. So you could be doing something, you know, something really positive to help people. But whatever it is that you're doing, Pisces, you know, you're going to succeed at it. It's going to be very successful. You're moving right into success right here. Yeah. What else does he have on here? I want to see if he's got any other. Nope. I don't see anything. Oh, I see. I think that looks like Gable to me right there. That's a blessing. You have everything that you need as well, Pisces. You do. Why is the Page of Swords there? The Queen of Swords. Well, you know, Pisces, you got pretty clear mind. The Queen of Swords is talking about clarity. That's for sure. And the Queen of Swords don't play either. So, you know, there's something here, like I said, that you didn't trust. All right? The Queen of Swords don't play. She's very, very intuitive. She's been there and done that. Whatever she, a lot of times she's been there and done that. But she's not in the mood for any nonsense. And there's something here that, that happened. That, you didn't trust somebody or something, some situation. And it's got you, it's led to you moving forward. Because you move forward. What else? Why else is the Queen of Swords there? Well, you got the nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is like a wish fulfillment. Yeah. So, whatever this is that you didn't trust, you were 100% right. It's moved you forward in a really shocking way. And you've got some sort of a blessing coming. This is a wish fulfillment right here. Yeah, you can see it a little bit better. Yeah. That's a wish fulfillment, Pisces. And what's really quite interesting is, if you look at the bottom of the deck, we got the High Priestess. There's something here that you already knew. There's something here that you know. There's something here that was unspoken. Yeah. Maybe something was unspoken. Yeah, I'm looking at the Eight of Cups here. Maybe you walked away from someone or something. Yeah. Interesting. Well, whatever it is, whatever that person or whatever the situation was, that you, if you moved away from something or someone, it was the right choice. What else? You got the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles is everything you want. You're moving right towards, this is forward movement. You see that K-Naz right there? That's victory and success. And you are moving towards your Ten of Pentacles. And you've got your back turned to Nothies. You may have to step a little bit out of your comfort zone here, Pisces, with Elhaz there in reverse. But that's all right. You've got the Magician right here. What else? Why else is this Chariot there? Wow, the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands. Look at that, Pisces. Victory and success. Yeah. I love it. I love it. So this is some sort of a victory coming your way, Pisces. Okay, this is a victory. This is a victory, and a victory over something here. Now, another way I can look at this reading too, Pisces, is this could be, for very few of us, but this could be some sort of travel, something to do with travel that got interrupted or had some sort of obstacle. And this is your victory over that right here. Being able to get to where you need to go. You're going to be able to get to where you need to go. I think that this is more metaphorically like, in your mind. Maybe there's something here that you didn't trust, but, it's moving forward. It is. And, I feel like maybe you might have walked away from something or someone. And, and it was to your benefit. It definitely was. Why is a Magician there? You got the Two of Wands. So you got to make a plan, Pisces. You got to make a plan. And it might be, kind of like something different, something out of the ordinary. Okay? This is you making a plan. Making a plan. And it's going to be something a little bit different, a little bit out of the ordinary, something that's not as normal. But it's good. Just because it's not normal does not mean doesn't hold value. It's just different. What else? Why else is the Magician there? And there's your Ace of Wands. Look at that. The Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands comes right after the Ten of Wands. You know, the Ten of Wands, you know, something's ended. A heavy burden has been lifted, Pisces. Look at the flames behind here. It's like you had to walk through fire to get to this point, but you've made it. There you are. And I see Fehu, I see Urus, and I see Thracisus. Yeah, Thracisus, Onzus. You can't really see them there, but they're there. So this is really kind of exciting and awesome. All right, so whatever here is going on, whatever it is that you're doing, you've got some great victory and success and some sort of a wonderful blessing coming to you. All right, and I'm kind of curious about this person over here that feels left in the dark or left in the cold. I'm kind of curious about who this person is. So let's pull some more cards. Who is this person? Six of Cups. Six of Cups. Somebody from your past. It's somebody from your past, Pisces. Somebody from your past. Yeah, they're feeling left out. Or in the dark or something. Page of Cups. Wow. So this is kind of like emotional. This person may be feeling a little bit of emotions. You know, and I also see Gable. Gable can symbolize love in some situations. Yeah. This person here wants to communicate with you. They want to tell you something. They want to talk to you. They want to share something with you. Look at, I see Onzus right there. Onzus is talking about communication. And Solo is talking about, you know, illumination, bringing it up, bringing something to light. They want to talk to you about something, Pisces. And what else about this other person? Got the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, they don't want to let you go, Pisces. Whoever this person is, they don't want to let you go. You might have walked away from this person. You know, you might have walked away from this person because there was something there that you didn't really quite see eye to eye, or something wasn't trusted, or maybe some sort of a betrayal concerning money. What else is going on with this person? The Nine of Wands. Yeah, this person, something has ended in this person's life. You know, I see it right there. There's Awaz right there. So something has ended for this person. Yeah. It could be an ending with you forever. I'm not sure. But something has ended in this person's life. It doesn't necessarily mean you, but it could be. And I think I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to pull some more cards, though. I'm going to pull some of these cards out. So what's going on with Pisces? Look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture, Pisces. Full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. Oh, and by the way, I didn't really mention this also, you know, with the Page of Cups. You know, this person could be considerably younger than you. If not, it's somebody that's really kind of like immature. Yeah. But it says right here, look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture, Pisces. Let's get one more. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. Awesome. Well, I like that. What do you guys think? It turned out to be pretty good reading, so, you know, pretty good. Pretty good so far. I'm going to get into the birthday extended readings now. We're going to see it, get a little bit deeper and dive a little bit deeper. All right, so Pisces, we have 3 different birthday runes for our birthdays. Okay, and the first rune we have is Tiwaz, and that's for Pisces born February 19th to February 27th. So if you're born during those dates, that is going to be your rune. And the next rune we have here is, oops, my bad. Sowilo is the first rune for the Pisces. This is for February 19th to February 27th. Tiwaz, my bad. Tiwaz is for Pisces born February 28th to March 14th. And then finally, Barkana, now that I got it right, is for Pisces born March 15th to March 20th. Okay, so now that I got that part right. What's going on? I'm going to pull some of these Ogham runes. These are called the Ogham runes, Pisces, if you're new. And these kind of date back to before, the Roman Empire in the Ireland and Scotland area. It was way before they called it Ireland and Scotland. It was just at that time, just tribes of people living in the woods. Yeah, pretty much. So what's going on with Pisces? Gort. Oh, interesting rune there, Gort. Gort, I can see it's an ivy. This is the ivy. Let's talk about it. All right, if I can find my my handy dandy little book here. All right, so here we are with Gort. Gort. Sorry about that, you guys. Takes me a little bit to find these sometimes. I know we're very, very close. Here we go. Gort. Okay, so this is the ivy tree, all right? The meaning of this card is spirals, stubbornness, wildness, development, abundance, gratitude, rest, and awakening. And like when I opened up the reading, I said, I hope you guys are getting your sleep. Yeah, I kind of felt that. So ivies represent ambition with its ability to grow under conditions that most plants cannot survive. And it's telling you here to use your unique abilities to overcome obstacles that seem impossible while pursuing your goals. It says here also to be persistent, even if things are moving slowly. Slow wins a race. Yeah. What else is going on with Pisces? Ebad. I think that's Ebad. Maybe it's yeah. Let's see what it says. It's one of those. This is one of those particular runes, Pisces, that has several different names. It's quite interesting. So let's find it. Yeah, usually, runes don't have several names, but this one actually it does. It's Iya or Edad, and I always have called it Iya. But this is a very, very good, very, very good, and very, very positive rune. And the meaning of it is bravery, overcoming fears and worries about the future. And Iya represents a visual quake of the aspen tree. See, this is the aspen tree right here. It symbolizes on how accepting your fears and worries make you stronger and help you overcome them. Remember the aspen tree is quite strong yet flexible. Remember this while trying to overcome difficulties. Iya can also represent enlightenment and the connection with the universe through altered consciousness. So this is like, having kind of like that dream state type of feeling. I can't really describe it to you, but I know exactly what it's talking about and I can give you an example. When I was presenting the birthday runes, I put Tiwaz down first. See, it's kind of like you know, I know that Sowilo comes first. It's like when I start to kind of channel or, you know, pick up off these cards, it puts me into like a certain kind of a feeling. I can't really describe it. But you may be going through something like that too. It can also indicate spirituality, you know. What else is going on with Pisces? Or. Well, now, or is a good rune as well, too. This kind of looks like, it looks like ivy as well, but we're going to find out exactly what it's talking about. Okay, or. Yeah, this is the spindle tree. The spindle tree kind of looks like an ivy, though, doesn't it? The meaning of this is abundance, creativity, honoring the family, loved ones, and community. Or represents the celebration of abundance and creative potential in our lives, and the importance of sharing these with our community. Spindle tree, let me see here, where is it? Spindle tree is a symbol of wealth and abundance, and this card expresses our ability to create abundance by using our creativity and our talents and our capacity to share this abundance with our loved ones and the community. It also emphasizes the importance of strengthening family and community ties, honoring these relationships. Now, see, this is definitely talking about this family member right here for some of you, okay? So if it's talking about honoring family ties and things like that, you know, maybe you need to call a family member up that if you're worried about someone, all right? That's for some of you. Okay, that's why I like the runes, because they're pretty broad. They can be very, very broad. Let's get some shadow cards. What's going on with Pisces? Defensive, unconscious resistance to facing unresolved issues. Explore them with curiosity. Yeah, so you could be exploring, you know, things. Yeah. A lot of that could be just coming from your subconscious, and you kind of like are drawn to something. You know, I kind of have a feeling it could be just curiosity over something, and you know. Well, I like these shadow cards. They definitely make you think. Power struggle. Desire for recognition or the need to assert your authority over others. So be really careful about that. Gosh, you don't want to do that. I know I get like that with my son sometimes, you know. Everybody gets like that with their kids. That's for sure. What else is going on here with Pisces? Stubborn. It can denote determination and perseverance, but it also may hinder progress. So yeah, and I know that we can be stubborn. You know, they say that Tauruses are stubborn, but, you know, I don't know, man. I can be really stubborn. I think I can be just as stubborn as any Taurus. And I think that you guys can be too. It's just a Pisces trait. We can do anything any other sign can do because we've got all the signs in us. What's going on with Pisces? Let's get a couple of these oracle cards here. What's going on with Pisces? Everything is here. Everything is here. Embrace the spiritual belief that everything already exists in the here and the now. Live in the present moment and be grateful for what you have. Everything is here. I like that too because, you know, I see the magician right there. You got everything you need. You do. And what else? Life source. Life source. When life comes to a standstill, turn inward and focus on joy and excitement. Your inner light keeps everything alive and moving. Man, some good cards coming up, you guys. Let's get one more. Do it your way. Do it your way. You were never meant to fit in. You were born to be wild and free and a free force of nature. Here to build a new and better worlds. Okay, yeah, there we go. Allow yourself to go and do that. Yeah, so go and do that. You weren't meant to do the regular deal. Just like I said with the two of wands there. I don't know where it went, but the Two of Wands was like it's talking about, like, you know, doing something, making a plan, but it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be normal, so-called normal. You know what I mean? And it's that just because it's not normal doesn't mean it's wrong. That's for sure. So yeah, do it your way for sure. Let's get some more. Let's get some more out here. Let's see. I gotta put these cards away here before I fall all over the place and make a mess for me. All right, so let's get some runes. We'll pull the witch runes out here first. How's that? What's going on with Pisces? Yeah, you got the moon. Well, the moon is a good one. And the moon is talking about clarity too, something that wasn't seen. You know, I'll just read it to you. The moon represents intuition, inner guidance, and the celebration of and the exploration of the unknown. So yeah, you're exploring something, but you know, I see the sun in one of these cards here. There it is. Yeah. You could be exploring something. It says here, like the phases of the moon, it encourages you to embrace your inner wisdom and trust in our instincts. So you make sure that you're trusting yourself, Pisces. Yeah. Make sure that you're trusting yourself. You're going to see something. You are. Something is going to come. So you're going to see something. Something here. Yeah. I don't really see a lot of light runes in here in our part. Let me see if I can see anything that indicates light. Well, actually, I do. I see Wang Yu there. Let's just get another card or another rune. What's going on with Pisces? Okay, you got the chain or the links. Could be exploring something. It signifies partnerships, alliances, and the merging of energies. Like the interlocking rings of a chain, it represents the strength and stability of a relationship, fostering harmony and cooperation between individuals. So this could be you coming together with somebody, Pisces, and forming some sort of a relationship. All right? It could be this person from the past. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. And then you got the crossroads, and that's interesting. Let's see what the crossroads says. The crossroad rune signifies choices, opportunities, and the potential for new directions. Like the dividing paths of a crossroads, it represents the freedom to choose our own destiny and explore different avenues. So this is awesome. This is very, very good. And it's like kind of going back here to do it your way. Yeah. I'm really kind of curious. I'm curious about this moon. I know that you're exploring something, but it seems to me whatever it is, let's see what else. Well, you got Urus. For change, we didn't pull out Isa. I pulled out Isa out of that deck, or that same thing twice in 2 days. Or maybe it was 3 times, I don't know. But anyway, there's Urus. This is strength. You have the great strength within you, Pisces. Yeah. And whatever it is here that you could be investigating or wondering about, you're going to find out, Pisces. You're going to for sure find out. Look at this. You have Tiwaz. This is victory and success. This is after a long struggle. This could be actually coming together with somebody, Pisces. Yeah. It could be this person over here. It could be somebody from your past. It doesn't have to be, but it could be. Let's get another rune. You know, it's kind of interesting. You know, I'm kind of seeing 2 different things here, 2 different energies. Now that I'm really kind of looking at it. There's Jera. Yeah, Jera is a breakthrough. I'm looking at 2 different energies. I'm looking at this energy right here, and I'm looking at this energy right here. This very well could be 2 different people. It could be. It could be 2 different people. One could be from your past, and one could be somebody new. But you have Jera right here, and this is some sort of a breakthrough. It's a breakthrough after a very difficult situation. And now I totally understand the moon. That's what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for something to come out to make sure that I have it right in my head. And there it is. This is a torch. And the torch lights up the light. You know, the moon lights up the dark. But you know, you could be, you know, looking for something. Well, there's the light. Yeah, you're going to find out. This could indicate finding out a secret or finding something out. But when I pulled the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck, that, you know, you already know. I kind of feel like you already know. What else is going on with Pisces? Ingwaz. Ingwaz is very potent energy. It's procreative energy. And it's Aquarius energy. Yeah. This is Virgo energy. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Virgo. I also see Cancer. Tiwaz is Sagittarius energy. Just saying. Yeah. I also see Capricorn energy. So, you know, whoever it is you're dealing with, it could be anybody for sure. But there you have it, Pisces. And I surely hope you guys enjoyed your reading. And if you haven't, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. All right, Pisces. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.